The Sooners will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance.
He's going to take a shot right away. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. To the air. It's Russell. Pulls it in. It's Longo. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cougar.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Brees? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now improvising. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Touchdown Sooners! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, he'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's McKinney. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. He's got him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. The give on the inside. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How big big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Golden opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Under fire. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. From the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Sooners are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his knock. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Trying to bully their way in. Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. This one's complete.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh
Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Buys a little time. He's got it and still on his feet. He's stopped at the 5, and the completion sets him up with a first and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's That's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it for a big play. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Tees. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Sooners are moving quickly to